EA Sports brings you a special edition of the National Football League for this Christmas Day matchup. It's the Falcons and the Vikings, and it's coming up next on Madden NFL 22.
And able to get this out to the 25. On first down, Ryan. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Ryan to throw. He completes this to Russell Gage. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Ryan. And a throw there going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Play fake. Cousins steps away. Open man is Osborne. He's got it.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
He'll buy some time right. And that's taken in. It's B.C. Johnson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. He was out there waving his arms. When you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
On 2nd down, it's Cook again. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Following a good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
From the red zone now, Cousins rolling to his right. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Touchdown! Cousins able to connect with Adam Thielen, and the Vikings have taken a 1st quarter lead. Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your 1st drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football, all right? When you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You said, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that 1st drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the 1st drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys are a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us,
well, you went
and not have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that 1st drive. I'll try to do better here.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the 2nd half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a 1st down, pick it up, and keep moving.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it's a 2nd down. After 1 won 7-0 on EA Sports. From the 39, Ryan toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Here's Ryan. That is caught. It's Tajay Sharp. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. From midfield now, here's Ryan. That's going to be caught by Pitts. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential, but when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
On 1st down, Patterson, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show pass.
And it's out. He put it on the carpet, and the Vikings pick up the football. And now off to the races down the right side. And they're going to bring this one back. It's a fumble return, a scoop and score for the Vikings. Joseph now to have the PAT. And it's good to make it 14-0. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Now it's Patterson. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
It's their 3rd drive now, and so far we've seen a punt. In that 2nd drive, CD, they turned the ball over, so not the start that they were envisioning.
Yeah, they've been ineffective so far, but look, they've worked on a game plan all week long. Don't get away from it too soon. Find a way to get some significant gains, loosen up, get going, and then they should be okay the rest of the way.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Ryan. And his throw is incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. The defensive end, Daniil Hunter, drops him. Here's Thomas Morstead now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Cousins on 1st down, being chased out left. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 1:54 left on the clock here in quarter number 2. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first. And this is caught! And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the... Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. Off the play fake, Cousins. And this ball is caught by Irv Smith. Touchdown, Vikings. scores on the touchdown there. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 21-0. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it's polished off by a Viking score.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown.
Now it's Patterson.
And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, the first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive is going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
On third down, Ryan. Throw out right, taken in by Patterson. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be fourth down. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for Atlanta. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. A 40-yard punt, no return. And that will come the offense as they take over. Kirk Cousins now gearing up to lead this offense back out there. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence. Does a great deal for your team. Gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about it.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. A big play there just before halftime. A first down throw for Cousins. Buying time to his left. Open man here is Conklin. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Play action now. Cousins sliding out of the pocket. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
They'll throw again. Cousins. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical.
It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Kirk Cousins with 3 touchdown passes now in the afternoon.
And the Vikings continue to pull away here in this first half.
Joseph on for the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it all culminates in a touchdown for Minnesota.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away.
Now it's Patterson.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
The white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
And the first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
And we got an injury here.
And I believe, yes, that's the wideout, Adam Thielen. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. On third down, Cousins dancing to his left. And he's got his tight end, that's Smith. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Cousins now to throw on first down. Flushed out right. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Third quarter action here on Christmas Day. Hope everyone's having a blessed holiday season. 2nd and 10 right now. A throw left side complete to his receiver, Westbrook. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on third down. They'll roll him out right. And, oh, what a catch!
Beautiful throw right there on third down, and it looked like this was going to be 6 points, but a nice touchdown-saving tackle at the end of this. Even still, this offense is knocking on the door now with a 1st and goal at the 1.
Again, it's Cousins. And just not enough on the throw there, down around his feet and incomplete. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Now Cousins, forced out to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Foyesade Oluwakin able to get in there and drop him behind the line. 3rd and goal for Cousins. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Vikings take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes this 35-0 now. So the drive goes 75 yards, 10 plays, and it's polished off by a Viking score. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Now it's Patterson. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Once more, they turn to Patterson. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. We are off to the fourth quarter here on this special Christmas Day broadcast. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. Oh, he dropped it. And that's indicative of the way this one's gone. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now it's Ryan. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Daniil Hunter able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
That's leaking to the right, and he missed it by a foot or two. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. A tough day for this offense continues. One of their best chances to get on the scoreboard there, couldn't do it.
Yeah, it's not looking like it's going to happen for them today, does it? I mean, opportunity after opportunity, play after play has gone against them the entire game. They probably feel a little bit like schlep rock, got that black cloud over their heads.
Now Cousins here on the bootleg. And complete right side to Cook. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They've been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the 4th quarter.
And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They run it again with Cook. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. The Vikings on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Here's Madison getting it again on 2nd. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. 3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just added their totals. This defense held out as long as they could, but ultimately the running game wears them down from the 1-yard line.
And that gets set up throughout the entire drive, doesn't it? And when you put those big bodies and determination into that carry, the end result, touchdown.
Point after, right down the middle. And it is 42-0. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Now it's Patterson. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Here's Ryan to throw. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
Let's go.
Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves. But they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
This is to Pitts on the quick slant. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. They knew they had the free play after the penalty. They get great yardage, so they can decline that penalty.
And one of the things we've seen develop more and more in recent years are teams seeing that penalty occur and still taking the big shot downfield and hoping to gain the yardage as we just saw there. They practice it, they work on it, and this time they're successful.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be a 2nd down. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Got a man, it's Patterson, complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Ryan will throw again. And that one going to be off target and incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers. So a lot of credit to the defensive game plan, and especially the execution.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Here we go. It's Ryan on fourth down. Powering his way forward, and he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Extra point by Koo, up and good, as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Fielded just outside the goal line. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Cousins throw complete there to Smith. And he's got this down to the 35. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Cousins gives way to Cook. 42 yards rushing for him now to this point.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to him back.
Working with a 2nd and 4. Again, it's Cook. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. They're going to hurry back to the line now. 1st down, here's the run with Cook. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill, but remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
Cook, they'll try and run it. And, boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on 2 more.
I guess when you're hot, you're hot. I mean, I would just go ahead and take the extra point and move on, but apparently they got something to prove. Almost feels like something was said this week, and they wanted to make sure that they laid it on them in this game.
And he returns this to the 22. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game.
It got his man complete. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21.